Right, it should be nice and calm this video, because we're inside in the living room. It shouldn't be, we're in the garage! Sorry about that. So, evening, you're joining me on Sunday night. One of, hopefully 3 videos tonight. I've got that video to make for, what's his name? Vax Food Reviews, that's his name. And poor James has seen a lot of hard work in his previous life, but he didn't quite clean up nice enough. But it's rare anyway, rarer than the purple James. So he's a nice guy to have, so I'll make a little video of him. It is an it, but it is named James. It's not like some boats that everybody calls them she's. Boats are an inanimate object, but the same could be said for vacuums. Now this is a Dyson DC19T2 exclusive. I'm on manual focus, so I've got to keep tapping my screen so that it focuses properly. So I got donated this yesterday. It needs a motor and a new post motor filters, but they're on the way. Usual burnt motor. Actually might still be in warranty, but it was kind of misused, just kinda. And the HEPA filter was all burnt and crusty, so I got a pad. They're on the way. I haven't got them yet. I only got this yesterday, but I'd ordered the motor the day before when I knew I was getting it because they had said it started smoking. But here it is. It's a nice blue colour. I think they said they got it from Curry's, and it seems like a Curry's exclusive. Oh, come on. Focus. But anyway, it's had the full Hoover Master treatment, so I'll show you around the machine a little bit, and then I'll show you the tools, because that's got the whole kit. Well, not the small tools, I had to put some on. This came up okay. It's not too bad. That seal's pretty, the seals kind of go all stained. You have to really clean them. But watch James, will ya? Lazy Dyson lying down on my rug when I'm trying to film it. Come on, up you go. There we are. But anyway, it's nice and clean in there, if you could see in there. It's a nice blue as well. I might be keeping this if it works well. I think it's a 1600 watt motor I'm putting in. Not really much point showing you behind here, if the cover would come off. It's always easier when you've got 2 capable hands and not your weakest hand. So it's nice and clean. It still smells fiery, but the DC20 did that as well. It smelled fiery, but it was fine when you turned it on. Let's just fit that down. Switch is fine. Cable wheel is okay. They're never rapid. That's not too bad. Cable's very short though. Just seems short. You'd think for a supposedly full-size Dyson cylinder you'd get a decent cable on it. And this is also nice and stiff. Thankfully this washed up and good enough to be reused. In here, nice and clean, nice and clean. It is a wee bit, few specks on there, but that kind of stuck in the seal. It's kind of stained a wee bit, but it's nice and clean. I must say, I think these one-piece filters are slightly easier to keep clean. They usually can be reused, whereas if you've got the one that's got the yellow kind of case on it, once you block them up you can't easily clean them. Right, let's have a look at the tools. Now I had to put these 2 on, and the bracket. Well, actually it would have came with a soft dusting brush. They say they have them, but they're keeping them for their new Dyson, even though their new Dyson's got everything. They've got a total clean. I don't know, I think they said 59, but that's a cordless, and it's not a cordless. It's got a ball on the back. So it's probably a 47 or maybe a 49. Do they still do the 49? I'm not up on the new Dysons, really. But anyway, they said they've got one that's got a fuzzy bit on the end, and they've got one that's got 2 bits that rotate. Again, from my guess, this is tangle free and the flexi crevice tool. So it's got a lovely short hose, which fits on just like the DC08. It's totally not a DC08, this. It's totally not just the DC08 called badged up as a 19. It's probably got a few differences from the 08, but in essence it's an 08. Same motor, same tools. You can put the same tools on. I know the 19, normal 19 was kind of like the 20 fittings, not the click. But anyway, this is nice and quite clean. I haven't done much to the tools. Now I put this on. A very worn crevice tool. And that soft dusting brush. Big shout out to Tom Vacuum, who sent the bracket and this soft dusting brush in a trade, even though I already had one. That was very kind of him. It means I can have a spare. My other one's well used. Right, this won't come off the bracket. Here we are. The tube end is very worn. It's pretty mashed up. But then again, the worn crevice tool fits right in. Because the crevice tool's so worn that it doesn't just click in. Excuse the blue. Blue. This doesn't just like click in, it moves about, which is really annoying. I mean, the rest of the tube's fine. You'll just have to do this one-handed. The rest of it's fine. The rest of it isn't mashed up. The floor head's also pretty mashed up as well. This is okay as well. Suction grip. I washed this actually. That goes on the end here. It's kind of like a Henry. Take an inspiration from a Henry, I think. Where you can put. Come on you go. They're usually quite easy. You can even do it with one hand most of the time. Yep, almost there. Oh, we're getting there. Almost. Finally, there we are. And then you can plonk this on the end. I'll try and demonstrate, remember to demonstrate some of my Dyson nice tools. I call them nice tools. When I get a motor for this, it should arrive hopefully by Friday. I'm actually off Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, so I can do some videos. Here's what I mean by pretty mashed up and worn. This is all stuck on. Yeah, they said they cleaned out the work van a little bit, which was really bad, they said. And then the Dyson kind of got rendered useless, but they must have kept using it. Yeah, I haven't done much to this. To be honest, this will wear right off in a few weeks, to be honest. Because our sisal carpet, we kind of scratch heads up a lot because the sisal's quite rough if you run across it. But of course the bristles are fine. It doesn't scratch the hard floor or anything, which is good. Because our hard floors are fairly new and very nice, and if you scratch them you can see it. I'm pressing the right pedal, yeah. It is the bristles, nice and stiff. It's kind of like the 05 head. It is basically the 05 head badged up with that on it. Called the multi-floor head. There we go. And then it parks on the back as I stand up. And it leans the whole Dyson backwards a little bit when, yeah, see, it kind of leans back a bit. Because there's no motor in it to balance it. Thanks for, oh look, we're squint. Thank you for watching. Oh dear, just as I was saying goodbye to my audience, the evil Dyson shrunk me. Now I can't reach the on-off button. I don't know what I'll do now. I can go swimming in my cup of tea. Thank you for watching, and if I go back to normal size, we can do some more videos. See you all later.